You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them live. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them live. With your mans in them live. With your mans in them.
On the other side of the world, right? Kendrick dropped a new single and a new video.
I wish you had a
pair.
goat noise.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Kendrick dropped the Heart Part 5.
I watched the video before I listened to it. So I watched it together. I watched and listened at the same time, right? Obviously. But
Yeah.
that shit gave me chills. Like at the end, I was like, damn, this is, I don't know why it hit so hard. Like I didn't expect to see
It's
the
the video.
faces. And then you see the faces and like and then the lyrics, and I'm like, damn, like, especially when Nipsey came up, I'm like, nah, this is fire, bro. That shit was fire.
See, it was the opposite for me. I was at work and I was listening to it first. I had my phone on locked, and I was listening to the song first, and I was like, okay, I was bumping it. I was like, all right, this is a deep one. I was like, but it's in my head, I was like, this not my favorite heart. Like I already felt it. I was like, this not my favorite heart. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with all the hearts, but the heart 2 is my favorite. You feel me?
I just told him that in the car.
I was listening when you said that.
I'm gonna listen to him all back to back.
But when I watched the video, I was like, this is, it wasn't meant to, it was meant exactly how he put it out. It was meant as like a full art form. Yeah. Like,
and that's what I said when I first seen it. I was like, all right, this lyrically, it might not be my favorite, but the visual is like,
it made it more powerful.
It's like, yo, you could put that shit in a museum.
He still told a good story.
And he told a good, to tell the Nipsey part is what got me. To tell the perspective of what Nipsey could possibly be saying, like from beyond the grave, like
the audacity though. I mean, it was amazing, but I'm like, this nigga got some balls, bro. Because to me, when I first saw it, I was like, damn, this feels weird.
Not a lot of people could do that.
No, not a lot. But it felt weird to me at first. I was like, ooh, this is kind of it's a little too touching.
To me, it was like, when I heard it, when I was listening to it, I don't know if what I want to say is the lyrics. I was like, I know he's talking about Nipsey before.
Oh, you knew from jump.
Like I knew, like I knew from based off of what he was saying. Like in the verse, I was like, he's talking about Nipsey.
So you heard it,
and then I
looked.
Video. I think I wasn't paying attention. It was like it was on, but I wasn't paying attention. And I was like, this is Nipsey. I was
probably driving.
It was Nipsey. I was like, oh shoot.
Because when I saw Kobe, I got kind of confused. I was like, all right, Kobe popped up.
Jesse Smollett. Whatever.
Yeah.
Kanye.
OJ Simpson.
Yeah.
OJ.
Will Smith.
He spoke about every person that was in it. He spoke about.
How?
But
in
like
his
that?
perspective, though,
in his perspective, he talked about being a black man driving a bulletproof Range Rover. That was he drove a Bronco, but OJ Simpson. Oh. And then he talked about being a bipolar aspect. Jesse Smollett.
Yeah.
I mean, not just Smollett, Kanye West. And then he talked about wanting to be a part of the revolution. That was Jesse's Juicy Smouye.
Yeah. And paying your own paying someone with the same skin as you to do the job. That's also a Smollett reference, because he paid the 2 Nigerian dudes to beat up beat him up.
And then they say that's a mental health thing. That was Will Smith.
Yeah, and then he was
hurt people.
Hurt people. I need a hug. That was Will Smith. And then he spoke. I forgot what he said about the Kobe aspect. I forgot what he said about the Kobe thing.
I didn't hear anything about Kobe. I watched it a bunch of times. I was trying to figure it out.
It was something that,
because it seems like Kobe came when he started doing the Nip verse.
It might have been an LA thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But then the Nipsey verse came on. And then with the Nipsey verse, he shouted out his brother. He said, make sure my kids watch my interviews. Make sure, you know what I'm saying? And to the person that to the person that died, then this is why I feel like people would have been like, we don't know.
Yeah.
But to the person that died, just know that you're forgiven, but your soul is in question. Like, yeah.
Or like, I saw pain in your eyes.
Yeah, I think
he's just speaking from how he feels about the culture in general.
Yeah.
And he just plugged himself in and, could possibly. But it was still a powerful song.
Yeah, I can tell you what you were saying. Like, that's what I guess I came to that conclusion today. It's like he was talking about the culture and basically what we say the culture is, and we're glorifying it. Right. But the culture killed, one of our leaders. Yeah. And we still glorifying the thing, and it's going to keep repeating. Yeah. Type thing. So he's like, yo, if the culture is pain, fuck the culture. Yeah. But
it kind of gives you a glimpse as to what the album is going to be. I think it's going to be on some really talking about the state of hip hop, or just the state of of culture in general and calling out all the hypocrites, calling out all that shit. Like now
I think he's gonna call out a lot.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go crazy. I think he's gonna go crazy. I'm actually super excited. Shit drops.
He enjoys calling shit out, bro.
Yeah, he do.
He enjoys that shit.
I got chills now.
Yeah.
He calls shit out and disappear. I like that.
I realize
He
also
like Batman.
He be like, let me see what you got now. Right.
He Batman. He fuck shit up and leave. That's I like.
I realize
that.
also like he really can do both. He can be educational, like and he could also make a hit. Like it's like I was trying to think like there's people who only listen to drill club shit, but they still got respect for Kendrick.
Yeah,
like even if you don't you're not like a diehard Kendrick fan or whatever, you can still respect.
But you know what gets me? A lot of people like, oh, I like ratchet music. I don't really listen to this Kendrick shit. But Future got a record with Kendrick.
Yeah,
There's
Kendrick feature is different though.
Yeah, I mean, but
because he could go on any track and fit in.
Hey,
Bro,
but
features, niggas like Kendrick on features is crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Like you got to have some type of respect from that side in order for them to do that.
Yeah, for sure. And he's the biggest artist in the world.
That's a fact.
So if you have him on a song, you know that song's gonna get plays. Last thing I want to say though,
He's a fucking GOAT.
is I forgot how much Kendrick, like I remember I was talking on the last show or one of the shows we were talking about Kendrick, and I was like, this project better be good because he took 5 years off. I forgot that this nigga literally paints masterpieces as like albums. So like all his albums, he puts so much thought into his shit that if you think about Good Kid, Mad City, that shit was like a movie. Like
Yeah, I
you
know.
feel like you're watching a movie.
I was there for that.
Classic. Two Pimp a Butterfly. That shit was like a fucking novel.
Yep.
Beautiful. Damn. Like a fucking movie.
Yep.
Fire. And Two Pimp a Butterfly, people were like, all right, this was cool, but it's not palatable to like the masses because it was so deep. It was so
deep,
condensed. And then he put out radio hits. He got songs with Rihanna. He got, you feel me? Like
what is Untitled considered? A LP, a EP, or what?
nah, that's what he dropped after Damn, right?
Yeah. It was like
It's like an EP, I think.
I say it's an EP. It's like throwaways that he didn't put out.
Yeah.
Sure, it was
Yeah.
after Damn. I think it was after Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, it's a Pimp a Butterfly. Yeah.
Before Damn.
Before them. There you go.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a great album.
Yeah, me too.
You think we're gonna
I'm
get
excited.
to Pimp a Butterfly kind of album, a Damn kind of album?
I think it's gonna be a mixture.
I think it's gonna be different.
It might be different. Yeah.
None of his
Different from
albums.
everything, right?
Yeah.
None of his albums have been.
He's right.
Section
Yeah.
80 don't sound like Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City don't sound like Pimp a Butterfly.
We